Today I'm going to guide you regarding the technique how to answer the question, problematical question ataupun case studies kan. Now I'm presenting to you, first of all, the introduction lah, macam mana cara the answering technique for the problematical question ataupun case study. Problematical question. The essentials, benda yang kena ada, wajib ada dalam your answer is that there are 4 components ataupun saya panggil 4 elemen jugalah. First, you must have the issues, number 1. Second, you must have the law and the authorities. Law and authorities ni maksudnya the principle of law yang relevant. And then kalau you ada law tu, maknanya apa pula dia punya section, cases. So tu maksud law and authorities relating to the issues. And then application. Application means you solve the problem. You apply. Application maknanya you apply the law yang you dah bagi kat sini. You apply the law to solve the problem in the question. So that is the purpose of the application. And then the last one is the conclusion. Just 1 paragraph, 2 or 3 sentences cukup to summarize the law that relates the question. These are the essentials that you must have in order to answer a case study ataupun problematical question. Perkataan I like, I, issue, law, application, conclusion. That is the concept of answering the question for case study. I like. We go into one by one. The first thing is that issues. It can be one issue or it can be more than one issue. Since dia benda ni masuk final, so biasanya bila final tu soalan tu akan lebih berat sikit lah. Jadi mungkin akan ada 3 atau 4 issues dalam satu soalan. Tapi area of law-nya the same. Meaning that, okay, kalau if it is about the topic of agency by ratification, itu maknanya area of law-nya pasal agency by ratification saja. Tapi mungkin isunya ada 2, 3, 4. Apa dia? Mungkin isu pertama ialah about the condition yang kedua. And then isu keduanya maybe relating to the condition, valid condition of ratification yang ke-9. Area of law-nya, kita tahu satu je tajuk dia, mesti agency by ratification. Dia tak akan campur ratification, campur pula dengan agency by emergency, campur pula dengan implied, tak ada. Isu ni sangat penting sebab bila salah isu, dapat kosong langsung. Sebab salah isu, tu yang saya risau. So the issue is very important. Memang saya akan buat banyak latihan pasal isu, cari isu. You kena faham. Kalau isu ni, you find out apa problem involved in the question. Find out the relevant main law yang relate to that problem. Maksudnya apa main law-nya? Main law-nya maybe, okay, this is under formation of agency, bawah tajuk ratification. Contoh, itu maksud saya, main law. Okay, so the main law can be found by finding the clues. Clues to the main law in the question. Contohnya ratification tadi, saya kata apa clue-nya? Mungkin dalam soalan mesti nak cerita either maybe the agent exceeding the authority, cerita dia, or maybe the person has no authority at all, tiba-tiba dia make contract on behalf of the principal with the authority. Itu clue untuk agency by ratification. Tak ada kena-mengena dengan agency by emergency. The question tu dia might lead you to the situation yang sama ada agent tu exceed authority atau with the authority. Itu je. And then by using the main law and the highlighted problem, apa problem yang dibawa dalam soalan tu, start your sentence with whether. Sama ada. Persoalan. So maknanya kat sini issues ni as if you are a lawyer yang nak bawa kes ke mahkamah, nak bagi tahu kat hakim, kes awak ni pasal apa? Apa masalah dia? So you bawa whether masalah ni is relating to this law. Itu maksud dia. Clear?
Clear.
So now for the law of and authorities, itulah saya kata tadi. So bila you dah tahu the issue, kalau dah isunya pasal ratification, maknanya ratification tu bawah tajuk formation of agency kan. Jadi kenalah bagi introduction to the main law. Apa dia? You define. Define lah agency, define lah principal, define agent, section 135 semua bagi. And then bagilah general dia. Apa dia? There are 5 types of agency. Sebutkanlah, listkanlah express, implied sampailah estoppel. Lepas tu kedua barulah you explain in detail everything related to the main law concern. Maknanya semua pasal ratification tu bagi. Awak pegang buku tak sekarang? Cuba buka tajuk ratification tu, from what page to what page. Semua pasal ratification.
93 to 96.
sampai 96.
94
93.
93 sampai 96. Itulah semua jawapan awak. Bagilah semua tu. Faham? Itulah dia the law and authorities which you must give in your answer. Biasanya kalau final nanti law and authorities ni full mark dia 10. So kalau any point missing, any case you tak mention, any condition you tak cerita, tolak markah lah daripada 10 tu. Tu saya kata explain in detail everything related to the main law concern. So kalau ceritanya isunya pasal ratification, daripada muka surat 93 sampai 96 tu bagi semua. Kan buku saya tu sebenarnya skema jawapan. Then explain. Maksudnya bila kata in detail tu, jadi you kena explain lah all the legal points, apa dia ratification, all the situation macam mana it happen, ada 2. Lepas tu apa conditions dia, ada 9, ada ke exception pula ke. And then give all the relevant sections and cases. Inilah yang dimaksudkan sebagai law and authorities. Okay, tadi isu cari dia apa law yang berkaitan. Yang ini pula, you bagi tahu pula what are the law and authorities relating to that issue tadi. Now, application. What is an application? It means tadi saya kata apa? You solve the problem in the question. Selesaikan problem tu. Jadinya maknanya bila masa law and authorities ni tak payah nak cerita pasal siapa-siapa yang terlibat, cerita apa yang terlibat. Tak payah cerita. You just give the law. Bagi law dia je. Semua yang dalam buku tu keluarkan balik. Tapi dekat sini, solve the problem in the question, masa ni lah baru disebut. Katakanlah prinsipalnya Ali. Ali is, maksudnya tekniknya you answer the issues given above. Apa isu you tadi? Whether Ali, the principal, is bound to the contract by way of ratification. Whether Ahmad is a valid agent by ratification. Jadi jawab balik. So the technique is you answer the issues. Okay, so you decide. Ni maksudnya kat sini application ni as if you are a judge pula. You jadi hakim. Now you yang buat decision. Tadi lawyer dah bagi isu dia. Lawyer dah bagi law dia, okay law yang terlibat ni section principal, case section, akta apa semua, bagi semua. Tapi bila application, you menjadi judge. You become a judge, you decide. So you jawab isu tu. So whether Ali is bound to the contract by way of ratification, so you jawab yes ataupun no. Give your solution tu, yes or no tu with legal reasons. You bagilah the reason kenapa you kata no. Because the agent not fulfill the condition of a valid ratification. Apa dia? Condition yang mana? You sebutlah. Section berapa? Case apa? Tapi bila application you just mention sahaja the number of the section atau the case yang relevant. Nama case saja. Dalam law you kena bagi detail. Kalau case tu ada help, bagi help sekali. Kalau case tu ada facts, ada help, then you have to give both. Nama case kena betul. Itulah dia. Right? Itu dalam law. Tapi dekat sini you just give the okay, based on section 153. Why? Because the ratification may affect the interest of the third party. Katakanlah. Itu dia punya reason. Kenapa you kata no, this is not a valid ratification kan? Meaning your solution must be based on the law, on the sections, on the cases cited in your law and authorities above tadi. Benda yang you dah sebut dalam ni tadi, dekat law tadi, you gunakan tu. Itu dikatakan application. Pemakaian undang-undang to solve the problem in the question. Faham?
Faham, Ida.
Okay,
Nada
thank
tak
you.
faham. Maksudnya
Tak faham yang mana?
application tu nanti pakai yang apa lah, effect dia ke conditions ke apa semualah.
Yes, maknanya you decide. You nak kata, tak apa, kejap lagi saya bagi contoh soalan. Okay, you nak kata principal tu bound ke tak to the contract? You kata tak bound. Kenapa tak bound? Sebab dia tak fulfill condition. Condition yang mana? Condition yang, apa conditionnya? Ratification ada 9 tadi kan? Satu katakanlah the ratification was not made within reasonable time. Contoh, dia ratify lambat sangat. Dah 2 tahun baru nak ratify. Dah terbakar rumah baru nak ratify. Tak boleh. Jadi that's the reason. Apa case-nya? Sebutlah nama case dia. Case apa tu? Nanti you tengok. Itulah dia.
Thank you, madam.
Faham ya? Jadi you maksudnya you selesaikan, you bagi solution, you bagi reason kenapa dan you bagi base you. Base tu maksudnya apa? You refer. Case apa? Section apa? Itu maksud dia. Then we come to the conclusion. summarize the law relevant. Maknanya summarize lah about ratification. Concise, concrete, ringkas dan padat. 3 to 4 sentences, cukup. So this is a conclusion. Satu paragraf sahaja. Markah pun hanya satu sahaja. Jangan panjang-panjang. Yang kat sini application ni mungkin separuh muka surat. Biasanya lah ataupun kalau ada 4 isu kan. Kalau satu isu mungkin 2 paragraf cukup kot. Macam tu je lah. It depends. Tapi kalau biasanya kalau final ni sebab dia dah masuk final, biasa ada mungkin ada 3 atau 4 issues. So mungkin separuh muka surat lah. Markahnya pun biasa kat sini 10, 9, 8 macam tu lah, depends on the issues berapa yang ada. Yang ni saya kata tadi 10. Okay, isu pula biasanya markah dia 4. 2 ke 4 markah penuh. If you got the wrong issue, kesannya ialah you dapat 0/4 dan kesannya pula kalaulah you kata dapat soalan tu pasal ratification sepatutnya. But you answer, you found that you kata oh ini agency by emergency you kata. Habis. Sebab apa? Kat sini kalau dah you kata isunya emergency, lawnya mesti you cerita pasal emergency kan? Dah langsung tak ada markah lah. Application lagi lah tak betul kabur lagi. Sepatutnya ratification tiba you cerita pasal emergency. Kenapa emergency? Emergency apa cerita emergency-nya? Macam tu kan. So itulah the technique how to answer problematical questions or case study. Lepas ni kita tengok pula contoh soalan. So this is the answering technique. Tadi saya kata kena ada 4 ni. Nampak tak? I-LAC. Issue, law, application, conclusion. Mesti ada benda ni semua. So issue dah tahu dah tadi macam mana nak buat, apa cerita. Okay, so this is the example of the question. You have to read the question. Jangan terus laju je baca tengok, lepas tu tengok terus hujung. Tak boleh. You have to read each sentence one by one. Find out the clues. Ini yang nak cari clue ni. Pasal apa ni? Right. So tengok soalan. Example. Salma was empowered by Daniel. Salma was empowered by Daniel. Maknanya kat sini ada agency lah. Okay. Sebab Salma was being given an authority atau was being given a power by Daniel. To do what? To buy a laptop. The worth of the laptop not more than 5,000. So kalau you dah baca ratification, mesti you terfikir. Dia bagi authority berapa? 5,000. There is a limit of authority dalam soalan. Terus you, oh dia ni agent. Lepas tu dia ada limit of authority 5,000. Tapi what happened? Baca lagi. Salma bought a laptop at a price of 6,000. Apa cerita ni?
Exceeding authority.
Yes, correct. Bila dah baca, mesti you dah, tu saya kata bila kau dah baca dah faham, mesti you perasan dah. Tu ingat. Okay, dia being given authority sampai 5,000. Maknanya ada limit tu. Tiba dia beli 6,000. Of course, you mesti dah teringat ni pasal kalau exceeding authority, ceritanya pasal apa? Mestilah pasal ratification. Tak ada kena-mengena emergency. Tak ada kena-mengena express ke, implied ke, estoppel ke, semua tak ada kena-mengena. So this is the way for you to find out. Jadi clue tu memang kena pegang, ingat betul-betul. That's why setiap topik tu and subtopik tu kena betul-betul faham. Okay, and then what happened? Dia contract tu in her own name. Dah, satu lagi masalah. Boleh ke principal ratify kalau agent buat kontrak atas nama dia sendiri?
Tak.
Tak boleh.
Dia dah breach the condition kan? One of the conditions is that the agent must contract in the name of the principal. Tiba kat sini dia contract atas nama dia sendiri. From NB Computers. Maknanya NB Computer ni third party lah. So Daniel initially mula-mula dia agree to Salma's purchase. Kalau dah agree maknanya dia ratify ke tak tu?
Ratify.
Yes, dia ratify sebab dia accept kan. Okay. But later refuse pula dah to accept and to pay for the laptop when it was delivered. So now NB Computers now wishes to sue Daniel. Ni pula persoalannya, kalau dia nak sue Daniel, Daniel bound ke to the contract?
Dia tak boleh.
Yes. Jadi persoalannya whether Daniel ni bound or not to the contract by way of ratification. Main law ni pasal ratification. Sebab dia exceeding authority. So advise Daniel. Inilah contoh soalan. Jadi cara awak nanti highlightkan macam ni. Benda-benda yang penting dalam soalan. Saya just tunjuklah macam, maknanya you kena patut fikir benda macam ni lah. Maknanya Salma agent, Daniel principal, lepas tu agent authority sampai 5,000. Tiba dia exit authority. Lepas tu principal mula-mula accept, certify. Tapi lepas tu tak nak pula. Jadi persoalannya dia bound ke tidak ni sebenarnya. Mula-mula dah rectify tapi lepas tu tak nak pula. Dia bound ke tak? Itu main law dia nak tahu. So bound under which agency? So principal bound ke tidak sebab now dia nak sue. Alright. So when you look at all this, benda-benda macam ni you dah terfikir, jadi maknanya ini adalah pasal agency by ratification. Sebab main clue dia kat sini. Apa dia? Agent exit authority. Faham?
Faham.
Kalau you jumpa clue-clue tu, you takkan dah boleh nak terbabas. Orang kata terbabas lah. You dah terpergi ke tajuk lain. Sebab kalau emergency, cerita dia lain. Kalau you baca nanti tajuk emergency, cerita dia lain. Clue dia lain. Right? Okay. So now, how to write the issue? Saya kata tadi start with whether kan? Untuk agency ni, saya suka bagi standard issue supaya student senang je nak buat isu. Tak payahlah terfikir-fikir macam mana nak buat ayat. For the topic of formation of agency, you cuma tengok ni je. You tukar ni je. Ayat dia macam ni. Whether Daniel, the principal, is bound to the contract by ratification. Whether Salma, the agent, is a valid agent by ratification. Sebab tadi Salma dia contract in her own name. Exit authority. Itu nak tahulah dia valid ke tidak. And then Daniel tadi MB Computers nak sue dia kan. So dia bound ke tak? Tapi main law-nya pasal ratification. Nanti katakanlah kalau if the question is about agency by emergency. So you tukar kat sini je dengan tukar nama. Faham tu? Whether Daniel, mungkin dalam soalan tu mungkin katakan Ahmad pula. Whether Ahmad, the principal, is bound to the contract by emergency. Whether Kamil, the agent, is a valid agent by emergency. Itu saya kata standard issue tu. Jadi you ingat yang ni je cara nak tulis isu dia. Cumanya make sure you got the correct law. Ratification atau emergency atau estoppel atau apa lagi, implied.
Madam, kalau macam ni kan issues kan, dia kena buat dalam point macam ni ataupun essay?
Macam ni. 1, 2, macam ni.
Okay.
Sebiji macam ni. Tu saya kata standard ni, ikut je lah.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Alright. Bila you kata essay, you bayangkan macam nak mengarang panjang-panjang tu kan. Tak payah. Buat macam ni. 1, 2. Kalau ada 4 isu sampai 3, 4 macam tu lah. Now, for the law and authorities, tadi saya dah cerita kan. So maknanya you kena cerita lah. Definition, define, section 135. Who is the principal, who is the agent, semua tu. Maksudnya definition bawah section 135 kan. General principle, berapa types of formation of agency, ada 5, senaraikan aja, and then baru detail pasal ratification. Jadi saya kata tadi daripada muka surat 93 sampai 96, bagi semua. Itulah skema jawapan dia untuk law and authorities dia. Adalah ni semua ni kan, ni semua dalam buku lah ni. Sini lah. Cara nak tulis macam mana? Macam mana dalam buku tu boleh je keluar balik. Tak payah nak mengarang-arang. You bagi je definition of agent. Agent is defined as apa-apa under section 135. Bagilah section 135 tu. Ni list. Macam ni je lah you list kan. Okay, lepas tu baru detail. So define ratification. Okay, ratification means apa? Ni bawah certification. Okay, tu. Macam dalam buku tu keluar je lah balik.
Madam, maknanya yang apa tu 5 types of formation of agency tu list dah macam tu juga kena explain juga satu-satu.
Yang ni. Ya, kejap. Ni kan. Ni. Ni list macam ni je.
Oh, tak payah explain pula.
Tak payah sebab yang relevannya cuma
ratification.
yes. Jadi baru detail ratification.
Oh, faham. Okay, thank you.
Barulah you terangkan section 149, all the conditions, effect dia semua kan. And then 9 conditions semua cerita, sectionnya ada ke casesnya semua, bagi semua. 93 sampai 96. So kalau you kata madam nak skema jawapan. Skema jawapannya macam ni. Jawapannya macam adalah dalam buku tu. Itulah dia, itulah susunan dia. Itulah the purpose buku yang saya buat tu, saya tulis tu. Memang ikut skema jawapan. Tak payah nak cari kat mana-mana dah. Application. Solve the problem in the question. Saya dah cerita tadi kan. So the technique is you answer the issues. Give your solution ataupun your decision with reason. Seolah-olah you bayangkan you jadi judge lah. In this case, Ali is not a valid agent by ratification. Why? Because, tadi Salma kan. Salma contracted in her own name. So bila dia contracted in her own name, principal cannot ratify by virtue of the case of, sebut nama case dia. Inilah contoh dia. Nampak ni. And sama juga. Saya tak suka you buat karangan panjang-panjang bersambung-bersambung semua. Saya tak suka. You buat macam ni, point ni. Ni saya suka macam ni. Boleh?
Boleh, madam.
Tak payah fikir nak buat karangan yang tak ada pinggang, tak ada apa tu. Yang maksudnya straight, penuh satu muka surat, tak ada apa, tak ada berparagraf dan sebagainya, bersambung-sambung, saya tak suka. Example, how to make the application? Macam ni, jawab. Tadi kata whether Daniel, the principal is bound or not kan? Isu dia kan? So jawab. Daniel, the principal is not bound to the contract with NB Computers. Even though initially Daniel had ratified, the ratification is not valid. Ni jawapan awak lah. You decide. You kata not bound dan you kata ratification not valid. Why? Because according to the case of, sebutlah nama case ni, Kelly Maxted, the gist ataupun the importance of this case. Sebutlah. The agent must expressly contracted in the name of the principal. Otherwise, the agent is not a valid agent by ratification. So what happened dalam kes ni? Salma contracted in her own name. Thus, Salma is not a valid agent by ratification. Jadi, efeknya apa? Therefore, Daniel cannot ratify. And his ratification yang asalnya dia ratify kan, was not binding on him. Jadi, as a result, NB Computers cannot sue Daniel for the purchase price. Selesai tak soalan tu tadi?
Selesai.
You terangkan step by step. You dah jumpa isu yang betul, barulah you tak berterabur. Dan you tahu apa law dia semua kan? Nampak step by step. You jawab isu tu. Not bound. Kenapa? Ratification dia not valid. Kenapa tak valid ni? Lepas tu, whether tadi isunya whether Salma is a valid agent by ratification. Jawapannya tak. Salma contracted in her own name. Jadi, Salma is not a valid agent by ratification. Akhirnya, the effect is that Daniel cannot ratify. And walaupun dah ratify mula-mula, the ratification was not binding on him. Itulah contoh application. Ni kalau tulis ni saya rasa setengah muka surat lah. Okay, conclusion. Summarize the law. Concise, 3 to 4 sentence. Contoh, ni dia. 3 ayat je. Buatlah point macam tu pun, saya lagi suka. Senang saya nak maki. Saya nampak point tu. Example, in conclusion ataupun to sum up, agency by ratification may happen when the agent exceeded his authority. Kan? Ratification may happen. Sebab apa? Tadi kan kata bila the two situation happen, the law is that the principal has the choice, has the option either to accept or reject. That's why kita kata may happen when the agent exceeded his authority. So under section 149, principal has the option, ratify ke or refuse. However, before principal ratify, semua valid condition must be satisfied. Inilah law pasal agency by ratification. Secara ringkasnya berkaitan dengan soalan, berkaitan dengan problem tu. Problemnya pasal exceeding authority. Itulah teknik how to answer case study for law of agency.